it's Rob and welcome to Axel's Garage. Today we got a new product video for you. It's the Vism Universal Pistol Rear Sight Adjustment Tool. And they call it a rear sight. You could do front sights with it also if they are push-in sights, you know, with the little dovetail or whatever they call it in the sights, you know, like the rear sight in the Glocks, and Smith & Wesson's usually the front and rear are both that push-in style. So it's a sight pusher tool. Brand name is Vism. I have done a preview on a Vism tool in the past, which was the universal Glock tool that they do, which I really like. So it was a no-brainer to get this one. It's made by a company called NC Star, and they do make a lot of these type of tools. So we will open this up. Put a link to it in the description below. We did buy it on Amazon. I paid full price for this, and it says right on it, Vism, a division of NC Star. Comes in a nice little vinyl carry case, nylon maybe. All right, you open it up and you got the tool in there. So this is the tool itself. All right, it has this block here, which is going to move side to side. That's the block that's going to push or pull your not pull, but push your sight in and out. These two blocks will close in to hold your slide in place. This bottom floor plate will come up and down so that you can position the slide appropriately in relation to the pusher up on top. And this bottom top dial, I should say, the top dial is to just lock the slide down so it doesn't move when you're pushing the sight. It's got holes on the bottom. These holes here are so that you could mount it down on your workbench, or you can clamp the bottom in a vise. This rod that goes through the push end of it can come out with a set screw right in the middle, and you can put a socket on it if you have to. Most people report just being able to use it like this. All right, they do have little oil indicators, all right, on the sides that you should oil these threads. So we're going to oil them up before we get started, just with a little regular household 3-in-1 oil. It says right on the side, please lubricate bushings and screw threads before each use. And it's got a little window, and you notice this window in the side, all right, is so that you can look across. This window is at the just below this pusher right here. So if you could see an air gap between the top of the slide, a slight air gap between the top of the slide and the pusher, you know that you're in the right spot. All right, what it comes with in the package are little polymer bumpers, and these polymer bumpers, okay, will fit in the grooves on these side pieces here, and that will hold your slide in place without marring the finish on your slide. And these they feel like hard polymer, but they're going to be a lot softer than the finish on your slide. And they give you 4 of them, and 2 of them should be flat, and they are. Okay, so if you have a boxy, like a Glock kind of slide that's flat, you have these 2, and then there's 2 that are stepped. All right, and you can see how it's fatter up top than on the bottom, or you could put it in upside down. So depending on how your slide is configured, you can use these stepped ones, or you can use the flat ones so that they don't mess up your slide. And then there is also a flat block, and this flat block could be used on the bottom or on the top, just to further cushion. I think there may be 2 in there. No, just 1. To further cushion your slide from touching anything, you know, that's hard metal that might mar the finish. And there's also a little Allen key for the this guy right here. So like I said, you could mount it to your bench. If you're going to do a lot of them, you might want to mount it to your bench. If you're not going to do a lot of them, you could put it in a vise, clamp the vise right down here if you have a vise in your workshop. Or you can do something like I'm probably going to do. I'm only going to use it every time to time. You could take a couple C-clamps like this, and we move the camera down. So you could take a couple C-clamps and very possibly just clamp it down to your bench. So put a clamp on that side. And once you got them both clamped, you know, this really isn't going anywhere. So now for me, I'm going to be working on a Glock in my next video, so I might as well put in these little Glock side pieces, and once you get them started, they kind of go in real tight, getting them in. So what I'm going to do, just to make it, they're very tight going in, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring it so this block is back all the way, and I'm just going to take a little punch. I'm just going to take the wide side of a small punch and just tap them in like that all the way, and then they go in there nice. So that's how it would look. Then you'd set your sides. Set your sides up with your slide going in. There is a direction on top that says muzzle that way. So you're going to put your slide in this way with your rear sight, and once you get it clamped, right? So you want to get everything close. You put the slide in. Let me see if I can use something to simulate a slide for right now. Yeah. Right. I'll use my Glock tool and simulate that this is the slide and this is the sight. So the muzzle end would be that way. You'd slide it in. Okay. And then you'd adjust your height. Alright, like that. And you clamp it down, and you look through the side here, make sure you got the sight. Let's say the sight would be right here, right? Then on the top, you clamp it down on the top so it doesn't move this way, and it's not going to move side to side. And then you're going to turn this right here, which is going to hit my clamp, so I'll have to readjust that. So you're going to turn this just like that, and as this moves across and starts to hit the side of the sight, it's going to push the sight all the way over, out one side or the other. Alright, so looking in the packaging here, there are no instructions. So there was nothing in the box. Maybe on the outside. Sort of an overview instructions in the box. That's why the videos for these are so popular, because there aren't a ton of instructions. So definitely oil those oil points, put the appropriate bumpers in, and it's pretty self-explanatory. It's a real nice, simple, easy tool. You're not going to break the bank on it instead of doing it with a wood punch or a polymer punch, or taping up a brass punch. So, you know, and using a hammer on your slide. You know, for $45 that they are, you know, if your friends don't have one, you'll be the guy that they're all coming to get them put in. And it's real simple. You don't have to bolt it down. You don't have to clamp it down. You can have it freestanding. It still works. It's just, I find that it's easier if it's clamped down like this. That's one less thing you have to worry about moving around. And 2 quick C-clamps on the corner of your bench. And then you can put it away until the next time. It's not like something you're going to be using every day. So I think this is a great option to, or if you don't have a vise. If you have a vise, it's even easy. You just clamp it in your vise and you go. So I hope you enjoy the overview of this. This is the Vism sight pusher, universal pistol rear sight adjustment tool made by NC Star. I really kind of like it. It's a nice little neat tool. There is a designed. Okay, so here you go. I saw the flag on it. It says designed in USA, but it is made in China. Don't call me a racist, it just happens to be made in China. But that's the tool, $45. I'll link it in the description below. I like it. And in the next video we do in this series, I'm going to use this to install new sights on the new gun that I just got for Christmas. We'll see you on the next video.